all the reindeer, you know you're the mastermind. Run, run, Rudolph, 'cause Randolph ain't too far behind. Run, Rudolph.
Welcome.
Santa's gotta make it to town.
You ready for a fucking Christmas bedtime story?
Santa,
I'm
tell him,
gonna
hurry,
read one
tell
to
him
you.
he can
This
take
is
the
the
freeway
book
down.
Read. This is the book Read. I'm gonna read you a story. We're gonna read "Twas the Night," which isn't it ain't called that. "Twas the Night" is called "A Visit from St. Nicholas." The poem you think that was the night before or "Twas the Night." Wrong, dumbass. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're all idiots because you didn't know that, and I did because I've known it for a week, so I'm smarter than you for a week that I've known that. Visit from St. Nicholas. It's a fucking poem written in 1822 by some dude. He wrote it. I don't know. Copies of this poem exist. You know, there's a few copies, and like one of them the dude signed. Some dude bought it like a couple years ago for like $250,000. That's some rich shit. You have to find something interesting to collect like that, you know, like a baseball, fucking Sammy Sosa's 500th or some shit. All right, I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this book, this poem, if I can get to the fucking page. This is such a short poem that to check out a book, they have to write all this fucking, these anecdotes about it on the way there. Okay. Not there yet. Still not there yet. Got to show you a picture of the original poem. Look at it. It's old, right? Some dude wrote it, and he used to like show it to his family and shit. You know, like that was entertainment. You come up with something cool, and then one of the family members or some family friend visiting was like, "Hey, this is badass. We should sell this." And they sent it to a publication or company or some fucking. All right. A Visit from St. Nicholas by Clement C. 1822. That was the name of the fucking guy. He might have stole it from a family member, too. Another one. It's disputed. Anywho. "'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse." Not if you're in Koreatown, motherfucker. There are roaches. I mean, I haven't seen a roach in my apartment for a long time because I take care of shit. They're on the perimeter. You just know it. You know it. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Did they call him St. Nicholas back then? Because it's like, this motherfucker has so many names, you know? Santa Claus, obviously. St. Nicholas. Old St. Nick. Old St. And Kris Kringle. That's a totally different fucking name. Okay? Scott Calvin, Kris Kringle. Anyways. Somebody needs to explain that shit. Sick Nick will be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. I guess that must be a badass candy, you know. You never let go of that. I don't have a lot of food dreams myself. It's either sex or violence. That's it. No sugar plums. And Mama in her handkerchief and I in my cap. Oh, yeah, people wore hats back then. You know, the old, fucking Charlie Brown looking shit. I in my cap. Mom's wearing a handkerchief. I don't know. I don't have it all. Had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. A lot of this sounds like you're getting fucked up. Everyone. The whole fucking, you know how some families let, their 13-year-olds drink around the holidays? I didn't do that, but I know some people did. And it's like, ugh. Fucking all right. Long winter's nap happens. When out of the lawn... Oh, here comes the good shit. I can tell. I know what's coming up next, the why it's good. When out on the lawn, there rose such a clatter. Can you say it with me now? Rose such a clatter. That's the hit, you know. I think of that from Tim Allen, Santa Claus. You know, when he's like, "What's a clatter? Like a ladder?" He's like, "No, it's a clatter. It's a noise." Rose such a clatter. Rose such a clatter. What a beautiful way of writing. There's a reason why that is the line. It is pretty. Rose such a clatter. Instead, I would have wrote, "There's a big ass noise outside, motherfuckers." You know. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. after the clatter. Away to the window, I flew like a flash. Barry Allen. Tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. So you break in your house to go find this. Man, you really believe in. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster midday to objects below. Yeah, you got a pretty moon. That's always good. All right. When what to my wandering eyes should appeal. Wandering eyes or wandering? Is that an A? It's between the crease. I can't see it. It's good Santa fucking on the sleigh, though. Look at this shit. That's pretty good shit, huh? When what to my wandering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh and 10 tiny red deer. Okay. Now this, they said something about, I think this changes between publications. Because the 10, who the fuck's heard of 10 deer? There's 10 in this illustration, like this actual thing, which makes me think that this is a classical illustration. Because I think there was like 8 in the what he wrote. Because that's like the story people know of. I don't know. Is this whole thing made up? Like, were people into Santa Claus? Obviously, the whole thing's made up, Jordan. I'm not. I don't think Santa Claus is real, right? But I'm like, were they telling the story, or was this guy coming up with this story? Oh, fuck, I should have researched that. Okay. There's 10 reindeer in this telling. That's Rudolph plus 1, motherfuckers. That's Rudolph plus 1. That's more than just Rudolph. But a miniature sleigh and 10 tiny reindeer. I can't read. Deer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came. What the fuck does that mean? Faster than like birds, his coursers they came. I don't know. Santa's got an American flag in this picture too, by the way. He's like the fucking Trump man of okay. And he whistled and shouted and called some by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Dunder and Blitzen. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8, bitch. He counted 8, but in this it says 10. So that's that's sloppy. You have a continuity issue with your story. Okay, I know that you can have a multiverse of Santa, okay? Sometimes it's Tim Allen. It's always Tim Allen for me. Sometimes it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sometimes it's Chevy Chase. Sometimes it's, but keep it in the same fucking universe. Martin Short shows up sometimes. Shit happens. Okay, on Comet, on Cupid, Dunder and Blitzen. I'd never heard of Dunder. I thought of Donner. Yeah, Donner. It says Dunder. This says fucking Dunder. I'm not shitting you. Dunder. I think it's Donner, though, right? On Donner. You fucking with me. I'm going to fucking throw this thing in the trash if it doesn't get shit right. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away. Dash away all. So he's, like, wrecking their house up. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly. Now we're getting poetic. This is just Santa climbing down the chimney, but he's putting some poetry on there. Some Shakespeare on that shit. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly. I'm not even going to think about that. When they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. Okay. I get it. It's beautiful. So up to the house top, the coursers they flew. The reindeer must be the coursers. With a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas, too. Good, because he's taking all the shit. The prancing and pawing of each little hoof as I drew in my head and was turning around. Down the chimney, St. Nicholas came with a bound. I paused. I was like, that doesn't rhyme, but then it ended up rhyming. Down the chimney, St. Nicholas came with a bound. All right, St. Nicholas is in his fucking house. He's coming down, jolly man, steal all the shit. ADT is going off. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. It gets dirty every time. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. Kick him out! Poke him with fire! Poke him with fire! His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses. His nose like a cherry. You think Santa's cute. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. I'm thinking gay stuff. The stump, I don't know, unless it's a woman telling this. I'm not going to make this a gender issue, man. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. So he's fucking getting... yeah, this whole thing's about people getting fucked up. Smoking, right? He had a broad face and a little round belly. He's always been a little fat boy. That shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. Yeah, you like this guy. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf. Is Santa an elf, then? Is he some super fucking fat elf? Interesting. And I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. So Santa gets stoned, and he's an elf. We're learning things. And everyone wants a piece. Husband and wife both want Santa to jump in. SNL just did a good Grinch sketch about that. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. All right, so he filled the stockings up. I don't have a stocking hang up right here. I should have. I'm gonna hang up a sock. Right now, I'm gonna hang up a sock. Give me 1 minute. I can do whatever I want on my podcast. I'm gonna hang up a sock. I haven't hung up a stocking yet. Give me 1 second.
Santa, tell him, hurry, tell him he can take the relay down. Run, run, Rudolph, I'm reeling like a merry-go-round.
Yeah, I got stocking. He's stocking shit. I'm festive as shit, motherfucker. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod up the chimney he rose to like cover his nose so he doesn't get all the fucking soot on him and shit. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. It's good, man. You end it with a banger. It's like that rhyme at the end. And to all a good night. It's pretty good. Everyone's getting fucked up. I think the husband and the wife want to bang Santa. Either way. Pretty cool.
You're the ghost of Christmas kink. I love it. Fuck yeah.
This song is so fucking hard.
Chuck Berry's. He played it. You played it good. What's the point?